In today's lesson, I'm going to show you how to assemble a selfie stick and bring in common components from other sites and from other vendors. So let's get started. You can see that I have unit 2 open up. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to start a new folder. I'm going to call it 2.1.3, putting it together. And then I'm going to open up that folder. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to upload, and I'm going to upload those parts that we downloaded earlier, the selfie stick parts. I'm going to hit select files, and you can see here's my downloads folder. So I'm going to pick on my selfie stick parts. I'm going to select open, and we'll then select update. The reason we're doing it this way, because if I go and click on those parts, yes, they'll open up, but I'll open up another version of Fusion, and those parts won't be in the folder that I want them to be in. I want to keep everything organized. So you can see that everything's downloaded and complete. So we'll hit close. Next, I'm going to double click to open up those parts. And you can see that it brings in multiple parts. I'm going to close my data panel up. And you can see that I have several parts here. I have my top shoe, my bottom shoe, my shoe piece, my adapter, my top and bottom phone holder, and my top and bottom stick. Well, I don't want to see all these parts right away. I want to clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to turn off my phone holder and my top and bottom stick. And we'll go to home view so I can see it. Now, the very first thing you need to do in assembly is you need to pick one part. Usually it's the most important part, and you need to ground it so everything else rotates around that one part. This is going to be very critical. So I'm going to use this very first piece here, my top shoe. So I'm going to come over here on underneath my browser. I'm going to right click on my top shoe, and I'm going to select ground. And you can see that it puts that little red push pin on that piece. So now I know that's my grounded piece. Next thing I want to do is I want to start assemble. So what I want to do is I want to move some of my components closer to where they're going to actually be. So I'm going to go up here to move copy. I'm going to select my shoe part. I'm going to put that one in first. I'm going to move this out a little bit. I'm going to slide it up to here. And then I'm going to rotate it around negative 180 degrees. Once I get it in the spot, I'm going to hit OK. Next, I'm going to go up to my joint. And you can see that my grounded piece grayed out because that's the piece that's going to stay there. I'm going to move my other piece, one of my other pieces, to that piece. So first thing I'm going to do is go to motion. I want to make sure I have the rigid joint selected. So go back to position. I'm going to rotate this around. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I want this inner ring right here. So I'm going to select that inner ring. I'll go back to my home position. And now I want to select this little inner circle. And if your part comes in this way, all you have to do is come down here in the bottom and hit flip, and it'll put it in the right position. So I like that. I'm going to hit OK. The next is I want to bring in the bottom shoe piece. So I'm going to go move copy again, and I'll pick on that piece, and I'll slide that out. I'm going to actually rotate that again, 180 degrees, and I can just type in 180. And I want to bring this over in the position that I want it. I'll pull it out just a little bit. So I like it right there. So I'm going to spin this around. I'm going to go back to my joint. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And what I can do now is, as I get up to this point, I want to grab this little tangent point. I can grab several other points here, but I want to grab something that I can find on the other piece very easily. Another thing you can do is if you hold a shift key down and you go on this thing, it'll only bounce to the points on that face, which will make it easier, because if I don't, a lot of times it might want to jump to a different face. So if I come on down here, I hold my cursor on this face right here, I hold the shift key down, it'll bounce to only those points. So I like that point right there. I'm going to click on it, go back to my home view. We'll zoom in a little bit. And I want to do the same thing on this piece right here. I want to grab that same little part. And you can see that it's going to slide them right together. Next, I want to bring my adapter down. So I'm going to go copy move, grab my adapter piece. I'll bring it out, and we'll slide it up a little bit. This time I'm going to go to joint. I'm going to go to motion, and I want to go to my revolute joint. We'll go back to motion. This is going to allow these points to rotate, these parts to rotate together. And I want them to rotate around these holes. So let's go and look at these parts. I want to grab this inside circle right here. I'm going to go back to my home view and I'm going to grab that inside circle right there. And you can see that it's going to give me a preview. It's going to actually go right through this part. Later on in another video, I'm going to show you how to set joint limits. So that won't cut through that part and it'll act like it would in real life. So I like that right there. I'm actually going to change the position of this a little bit. I'm going to type in 90 and have it stick out like this. So we're going to hit OK. Go back to my home. I'm going to open up a couple other pieces. Now I'm going to open up my phone holder. So I'm going to turn them on over here in my browser. Go to my home position and there they are. Now this is actually two pieces and they already have a joint on it. And that's important to know. So when I move them, I want to move them together so I don't mess up that joint. So I'm going to go move copy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to left click, hold my mouse button down. I'm going to grab both those points. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this around a little bit and I'm going to put it in a -90. I'm going to slide it out a little bit and I'm going to slide it up about where it's got to go. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go to my joint. Now I'm going to go to motion because I want to change this back to rigid. And what I do is I'm going to select, go to position. I'm going to select that little circle right there. And we'll zoom out. And I'm going to rotate around. And I'm going to select that inside circle right there. We'll hit OK. We'll go to our home view. And now I have my phone holders, my two pieces that are connected right together on there. Lastly, I got to do one other piece. I need to bring in something to hold these together. I told you we're going to bring in a standard component. So I need to bring in another piece. So we're going to go up to where it says insert, and I'm going to slowly come down to where it says insert McMaster car component. I have a very specific number that I want to bring in, 91185, capital A 911. That is a thumb screw, 10/32, 1 inch long thread. Now down here, it says product detail in CAD. So I can click on that. Now it's going to give me a nice picture of that thumb screw. I can also click this and it'll give me a nice technical drawing of that thumb screw. Tell me how long it is, the size of my threads. But what I'm more important is coming down here and I want this CAD file. And there's a whole bunch of different CAD files you can load in, but we want this 3D step file. I'm going to select download. And what it's going to do is going to take that standard component from another site and bring it into my drawing. And it takes a few seconds and there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that out a little bit and we're going to spin this around, get it in the right location. We'll type in 90 and I'll hit OK. Well, I want to take this screw piece and I want to slide it into that hole there. So we're going to go to our joints again. We're going to pick motion, but this time I'm going to pick cylindrical. And cylindrical will act like a slider and a revolute joint. So let's go back to position. Let's look at the side of this. I want that inside ring right there. Let's go back to our home view. And I want to pick that circle right there. And you can see that it's going to go in and kind of spin and turn. That's kind of what I like. Okay, so we're going to hit OK. So I got my head part together. Now all I have to do is put my stick on. So I'm going to come back over to my browser and I'll turn my two stick pieces on. There they are. What I can do is hit move and I can grab that piece. I can slide it over a little bit. We'll hit OK. And maybe I'll grab the other piece too. I probably should grab them both together and go to my home view. So I want to take this inside piece and I want to put it right on the end there. So we're going to go back to our joint. We'll go back to motion. We'll go back into our rigid joint, select position. I'm going to grab that inside circle right there. And then I want to grab the inside circle of that piece right there. Now I want to flip these. Lastly, I want to put this end piece on here. Now I could actually go back and put a rigid joint. I want to grab this end. And I could actually come down here and grab this end, but that would give it the appearance of being fully extended. I don't want that. I don't want that to be my home position. So I'm going to zoom in and I want to put that almost on top of this one. So I'm going to select that little point right there. And again, I'm going to flip these two. Select OK. And there's my selfie stick. Now you can see that I have a lot of joints in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to this little TV monitor on the bottom, my display settings. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to go object visibility, and I'm going to take my joints. I'm going to turn them off so I don't see them at this time. Now, my selfie stick, I'm usually, when I'm holding it straight up and down. So I want to change the orientation of how this is going to lay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the top, and I want this to actually be my front. So what I'm going to do is on my view cube, I'm going to come over here where it says top. I'm going to right click. I'm going to slide down where it says set current view as, and I'm going to select front. So now that turns into my front view. On that view cube again, I'm going to go up in this very top corner and I'm going to select the top corner and put it into an isometric view. I want this to be my home view. So I'm going to go up to that corner. I'm going to right click on that corner. I'm going to say select current view as home. I'm going to slide over and say fit to view. So now I'll just flip over to my right side view. But if I go over to my home view, there's my selfie stick in the position that I like. All right. So hopefully you can get your selfie stick together, and the next video will be on how to set joint limits. Hope you enjoyed this one.